What's up, Judah? Coming to y'all with another video. Uh, Gain wisdom from this video. I'm about to teach y'all so y'all understand what a slave is. Because I'm arguing with somebody on Facebook about a slave because he tried to say God condemns slavery. And what y'all don't understand, Hebrew slave, the word slave, has a different meaning than what you are taught in school today. Some of them refer to it as chattel slavery when they talk about slavery today. But I want to play this video from this guy. It's gonna be my last video speaking on this guy until he debate me. But it comes a point where y'all gotta stop just listening to everybody y'all see online and question the shit that they say, because he just made this whole shit up. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this for y'all.
Well, what about in your Bible, where it says that kill all the men, kill all the women who've known a man, kill all the young boys, kill all the old men, but take the young girls who have not known a man and make them into your wives? That's taking sex slaves and making them your wife. Jacob married Rachel, married Leah. They was having a baby race to create the 12 tribes. Who was in addition to creating those 12 tribes? The slave wives of Jacob, the handmaids of Rachel and Leah, who were slaves. Islam is started by what? The slave Hagar to Abraham and Sarah. So, slave wives. Your Bible is filled with making young girls into slaves, into wives. That when Abraham and Sarah left Egypt, Pharaoh gave them a whole bunch of slaves. When they left the kingdom of Amalek, he gave them a whole bunch of slaves. And it was good. And your Bible says that from the foreigners and the foreigners who live amongst you, you can buy your slaves and have them as property and pass them down for generations. Your Bible teaches.
All right, so I'm debating how I want to do this video. Do I want to break everything down that he said? Um, in the beginning, where he talks about kill all the men and young boys, that is a reference to leaving out of Egypt when they was getting ready to conquer the land of Canaan. And he missed the part that these men, these boys that he's speaking of, were gang raping women. They were burning children alive, sacrificing them to false idols or foreign deities. He missed the part that they were sleeping around, committing incest at a high rate, and a whole bunch of other things that God Himself listed, that He told Moses and all of them, that He put in the book of Leviticus. So I like how he just left all that out. He didn't add that in. Now, when it comes to the word slave in Hebrew, it means a servant. And just like I did in my other videos, you have to understand that the Hebrew meaning, the word, the Hebrew words of certain words are completely different from what you are taught in Western society. When they talk about slavery in Western society, it has more to do with chattel slavery. It's not the slavery that you think of when you read the Bible. It simply means servant. So when we were in Egypt, our ancestors were in Egypt, they were going through harsh labor. They went, the servants, that's why it's called the house of slavery, the house of the servants. They went through harsh labor. Labor. What's interesting that when he spoke about Rachel and Leah, um, you know, their hands made, that's another word. They were made servants. So let me explain this, right? Back in ancient time, women didn't have the type of work that the man had. You had a lot of women working with other women, taking care of the house or helping around the house. A lot of women in the Bible had maids. just like what you see today in the world. A lot of these wealthy people or rich people have maids. This is what they are referring to in the Hebrew Bible. Now, he spoke about Hagar. For those that don't know, Hagar is the mother of Ishmael because at the time, Abraham's wife, Sarah, before the Lord changed her name to Sarah, she couldn't have children. So she told Abraham, like, look, you can talk to my maid, my servant, whose name was Hagar. Hagar ended up getting pregnant by Abraham. Are you following what I'm saying? Abraham didn't just snatch Hagar and did harm to her and she had a baby. No. Abraham's wife said he was allowed to speak to her, to talk to her, to mate. And just to show y'all more, these are all different Bible translations. This says slaves, but it's really servant. That's what slave means. It means a servant. Again, arguing with somebody on Facebook last night, he brought up that slavery stuff again. He said that God condones slavery. And he gave me a Bible verse of Exodus 20 and 21. But the thing is, he lied and said that God said you are not supposed to punish the slave masters when the Lord never said that. So we're going to read Exodus 20, right? It says, perhaps a master may hit his male slave or female slave with a stick. If the slave dies because of this, you must punish the master. Which means, right, if the owner, your boss, because that's technically what he is, you're a boss. If your boss hits you or hits someone and that person dies from getting hit, you must punish the slave master. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? See, a lot of y'all do not take the time to read. Excuse me. They know a lot of y'all do not take the time to read, so it's easy to mislead y'all. Another thing I want to talk to y'all about, and the reason why I got this on easy to read version is so y'all can have a better understanding. I kind of want to save this for a next video about the remaining tribes, just to show y'all more proof. But when it comes to Rachel and Leah, what he didn't tell you is that Rachel and Leah, at a certain point, weren't allowed to have children. So after Leah had children, because the Lord blessed her, she wasn't able to have more children. So Rachel, she couldn't have children. Are y'all following along? Rachel couldn't have children. So Rachel told Jacob, you can have my maid, Bella. And through her, I can be a mother. So just like in today's society, how you have women who can't give birth. So what they do is find a mother or somebody to have their egg fertilized so they can give birth to that family. Y'all get what I'm saying? I forgot the name of it. This is what they're saying in the Bible. Jacob didn't take this woman and harm her or do anything like that. Rachel told Jacob that you can spit game to her maid Bella. You can talk to her And so Bella and her end up getting together and sleeping. And that's how a child was born. A son. It's, like, just even explaining all of this is time consuming because it's mind blowing how much people lie, yo. How much people lie. And then, like I said, people don't take me serious because I actually read the book, and so I know what you're saying is not fucking true. You know, you don't read, you just listen to other people that you think is right because they talk proper and all that other shit, and you think they got money, so you know you automatically believe in their lies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I wanted to say to y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm out. Remember, a slave just means a servant. A servant is a worker. That's it. Just like you are a slave working your 9 to 5, you are a servant. It's no different from a waiter or a waitress who serves you at the fucking table. I'm out, y'all.